What's going on, guys? It is late at night. It is past midnight. It is 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to everybody. But this is going to be one of those videos that I wanted to share. Give me 1 second because these mosquitoes are all over the place. Light that up. That's pretty awesome to have. So, this is a perfect video to show you the modification that I've done on my vehicle. My work truck, and I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys this nice little feature. So I installed this little switch right here, so whenever I flip the switch, nothing basically happens, and I'll show you why. It's when I grab my keys and start the vehicle, and I flip the switch, you hear a little pump. And I got this nice little compressor right here. It's gonna fill up with air. And with my my air line hooked up to it, I got it hung up on this nice little hook right here. Keep everything hung up in place. Let me turn the radio off. This is horrible because I don't want to be demonetized. Alright. But got this nice little pump right here, and just to show you about this pump is that I intentionally deflated this tire right here. So if I test the tire pressure, you can see it shows zeros. It's saying it's 17 psi, so I need to go ahead and fill up these tires, or at least this tire, because I drained the air out of this tire before making this video. So, with the air pump going, you can see it's filling up so quick. I'm trying to reorganize my whole setup as much as I can. It's just so much that I gotta do with organizing my truck. Yeah, I got my lockout kit, my tire patch kit here, my rod, I got my jack, I got the funnel and everything, which I don't think I need the funnel unless I actually need it. 2 gas cans here. This needs to be refilled. I've done too many emergency fuel deliveries. But you can see it's above 75, almost 80 psi right about now. But what's really awesome is that if I had a left front tire out, I could actually reach all the way to my front tire. That's how awesome it is. So this is a nice little upgrade that I got. Everything is all bolted down. This thing is not moving whatsoever. I can lift up on it as much as I can. It won't budge. So it's almost filled up all the way. I need to tighten up the wires a bit. I'll do that eventually. But for the most part, it is actually out of the way. It's pretty good. I was thinking about having the pump in the back, but I really don't want it in the back because this thing's not going to reach out too far. And this thing is automatically going to stop. And if I take this, because it says 17 psi, this thing actually shows nothing. Which it should show, because it is so low on psi, it's not even hitting 20. So this thing is already filled at roughly about 100, maybe 115 psi, which is perfect. And so if I connect this straight here, It is about 30 psi. And right now, this thing has lowered down, so I'm going to give this some time to fill up with air, because now it should be about 30 psi. So if I test the psi on this, it's saying 26. About 30. Now it's up at 31 psi. I need a few more psi's because I want to keep these at 34s. And you can see this pump is still working it. Still above 50. So if I right there, 33 almost. Turn this back on. 34.5 psi. So now, instead of waiting, let me turn this off. Now, instead of waiting for the electric air pump to fill up tires, this thing will actually fill up tires much faster. Now, this thing is about, give or take, 55, 58 psi right now, which is alright. It'll work the way I need it. And it's easy cleanup. Take it, shove it right there. Keep everything organized as much as I can. I'll reorganize everything later on. It's got a quick disconnect here, so I don't need to disconnect this if I'm going to keep this right here. So it's pretty awesome. I like how it's all set up. Tank is kind of hot because there's a lot of, this pump is really hot now. So I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I don't feel no air leaks. I don't hear any air leaks. So it's all bolted in. If you can see down here, it's all bolted in place. It's not going anywhere. I can keep all my stuff right here. And so this is a great addition to everything that I do with emergency roadside assistance. And so it's great. I like how I put the switch in. I was trying to put the switch here. Kind of destroyed this a bit, but it'll be alright. This is replaceable. And this right here, wired it all in. You can't really tell any wires hanging down, but if you look inside here, you can see some of the cabling here, which is all pretty much all set in place and everything. But it's all wired in. I'm good with wiring, so I wired this in place really good. Put it all along here, all straight underneath here, so you can't see any wires hanging out. This is not part of it. This is different. But it's all hidden up under here. Need to tuck this away a bit. And got it all ran over here and plugged up. And my ground wire is actually wired up right here. So that's where my ground is. Works out. Oh man, that's hot. So, yep, I got everything wired in. I need to take my scissors inside. Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take this inside because this is for my medical kit. But, anyways, that's my new addition to my service truck. I'm going to be able to service customers much faster, efficiently, no problems whatsoever with what I got right here. So, I'm going to be doing some more things to the service truck, and I also got this awesome jump box. I finally got a new one. It is full on battery, and it's got a nice little light, so I can see much better with what I'm trying to look at. And so this is my new jump box. I'm going to be using this for my future videos for jumps. And if I have like a diesel truck I have to jump off, I can use this, and I can use my vehicle both at the same time, and tend to all these customers. So yeah, that's that's basically it right here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like my little setup here. I'm gonna throw these gloves up front, and I'm gonna go ahead and get some fresh gloves for my next video or my next calls, because yeah, those are crummy. I gotta straighten up some wires for my emergency lighting, and yeah, that's basically it right there. For those that are not aware about Georgia law or Georgia rules and regulations, you know, some people actually see that I have emergency lighting in my vehicle is because when you're doing emergency roadside assistance, when you're on the side of the highway or interstate, in a tough situation, emergency lighting is really good. Like if you have to block off one lane to actually take care of a customer that's disabled, either in the middle of the roadway or on the side of the interstate, partially on the side of the interstate. You know, the emergency lighting is all legal for me to actually use. So if you think that the emergency lighting is illegal, no, it's not really illegal. It's actually perfectly legal, and Georgia actually passed a law to where I don't have to have a certification for this starting this month. So yeah, that's basically it right there. So just because I have these lights does not mean I'm trying to impersonate a police officer or anything like that. This is just strictly for business, for safety precautions and everything. That's how Georgia views it. It's all for safety, as long as I have the decals and everything, and don't try to come to Georgia just to put lettering on your vehicle and say, hey, look, I'm doing this, but you're just basically posing as someone that you're not. But it's perfectly legal for me to use those lights, and it's all mounted in place. It's all looking good. I did my inspection before closing up my shop. That way I can make sure all my lights are running, and they are all running just like so. All those are working. All those are working. Side marker lights, they're running. I didn't turn on my back ones, didn't I? No, I did. I just didn't activate them. There you go. So it's on. Side marker lights. Everything is working good. But yeah, that's mainly it right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and close up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, share my videos for future content. I'm gonna back my truck back up. And I also added some chain underneath my vehicle so that it's easier for me to drag vehicles off the road if I need to, which is very handy because from my last video I couldn't even, it was hard for me to put my tow rope up underneath my vehicle. Ignore the fireworks and everything. I'm going to be throwing those off tonight. But with my tow rope, I can just strap it around that chain, hook up the vehicle real quick, and drag it right off the road. So it kind of works out right there. So I'm going to go ahead and close it off. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, God bless.